So what kind of roof are we gonna have here?
Asphalt roof, kind of like what you have up there now, except without all the holes in it, so.
Oh, boy. You see that roof over there?
Uh-huh.
Is that expensive? See, she don't see how it looks more like
That-
historical house. That
The blue one over there?
Yeah. But anyway, did you talk to him about maybe putting...
A surprising structure to the passerby, Marie Oliver's distinctively shaped home is one of the unofficial landmarks that survived the initial winds and rains of Katrina, but still faces an uncertain future.
In this house, it didn't see any major surge action, so all the walls are still here, but there's, quite a few houses around here in Ocean Springs that are missing walls or had wall damage, but we'll certainly try and get the foundation tied up as tight as we can and the roof on and just get the houses dry. Get all the moisture out because, in a lot of instances, it's just been soaking up water for 2.5 years. And so
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
that here, they're gonna put a like a rolled roofing.
I put a roll roofing up there one time, and it did just that. It rolled right off within 6 months or less.
6 months. All
I
right.
had to go back, but you put what you want on, as long as you
Well,
it's guaranteed for certain years.
Conceived of and constructed by an affluent African-American railroad man named Wilson Lewis Carter, the 1906 eclectically styled home was designed to resemble a steamboat traveling upriver.
Yeah, well, a guy out of Louisiana built it. He was one of the guys that ran from Louisiana to Mississippi, and they stayed over on the weekends. And I was told that he built it for his bride, Miss Carter, which was on ahead of us.
The Gulf Coast of Mississippi was the playground for the folks in New Orleans. And so a lot of folks came over here and built homes, had second residences, and a lot of folks ended up settling here from New Orleans.
But we all grew up as kids. There was 4 of us grew up in here. Then later on, they had another. 2 more kids stayed with us in the house, but other than that, we grew up pretty much in this house.
But, considering the fact that this house has been open to the elements for 2.5 years, it's in amazing shape. The holes in the roof, a lot of the windows broken out, and, we're not falling through the floor or anything. It's relatively sound.
Initially sent to evaluate the home as a candidate for a Department of Archives and History Hurricane Preservation grant, preservation specialist Jeff Rosenberg has taken on Ms. Oliver's home and well-being as a personal project.
I probably met her a little over a year ago. We'd come out to do a site visit. I don't know, I felt that she needed an advocate. Certainly a lot of people are interested in her house just because it's nice, but I also felt bad because, she's living down there in a very, very tiny space, and the roof was leaking.
Jeff has been very helpful. Anytime I call him, he's always come and helped, He's always helpful. Like he came today, and I called him, he came and put the board up and whatever. Every time I call Jeff, really, he's been excellent.
Do you know where that piece went? Because it's not up on the roof. Maybe it's in the side yard?
Really? It was up there yesterday when I come through.
On Christmas Day this year, she suffered a heart attack. And I called her, asked her how she was doing, and she said, "Oh, you made me so happy I had a heart attack." So I said, "Well, I'm not going to make you happy again."
Oliver's health suffered under the stress of the storm and its aftermath.
Oh, God. I'll just be so glad when I get back in here. After I had the heart attack, then I stayed with my brother, but he's not allowed to have, anybody in his apartment, so I'm going to soon have to get out of there. So I'm going to have to come back, stay in here somewhere. So that's about, so we can stay in it for a little while anyway.
Yeah, get it so you're dry and warm, and that's the most important thing. So.
Okay, then.
All righty.
Okay, appreciate it.
No problem.